I recently asked in a poll, how do you manage your decluttering time? 13% said that they decluttered on a weekend, 36% say they try 15 minutes a day, and half of you said you were still figuring it out. So today I thought we would tackle how to find time to declutter. We obviously all know the benefits of a clutter-free space. It's calming, it's more organised, it's easy to find things, quick to clean. But getting there is the difficulty. Finding that time to go through and declutter is the challenge. That's what people struggle with, is getting motivated and finding time. So before we talk time strategies, there is one other thing I would like you to be considering, and that is to stop the clutter from entering your home. So really consider your purchases, think about what is entering your home, and do not give it the chance to become clutter, because the more you bring in, the more decisions you're going to have down the line. They're going to be more decluttering decisions that you're going to have to make. So let's get into finding time to declutter. Tip number 1 is to have a timed declutter. This could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and as often as you are able to do. So you're going to look at scheduling this in your week. When would you be able to find just 5 minutes to set a timer and declutter? Focus on one area, see what you can do in that area, and just complete that area if you can. As you're decluttering, sort the items into donate, sell, or rubbish. And obviously anything you're keeping, you're going to put back in the space straight away. And do this as often as you can. Schedule this in as often in a week that is feasibly possible, and even put it in the diary, put it in the calendar, so you know that you are committing yourself to that declutter. And set a timer that suits you. If you think that 15 minutes or 30 minutes is too much, then just go for 5. Nobody's here to tell you exactly what to do. It's about being supportive and finding what works for you. So if 5 minutes is what does it, 5 minutes it is. And there'll be lots that can be done in 5 minutes. Tip number 2 is a 10 item declutter. This is about finding a specific number of items. This might happen really quickly. This could take longer. It's more about working in an area and seeing if you can find the 10 items. This could be anything from kitchen gadgets to clothing to stationery. There'll be areas within your home that 10 items is easy to find. And make it a daily habit. Find 10 items every day if you can. And if 10 is feeling too much, start with 1. Day 1, 1 item. As you get comfortable, maybe increase that 2 items in a day. And as you become more comfortable, increase the number slowly until you can get to 10 items within a day. But that will still mean that you are removing those items regularly from your home. And that will have a bigger impact than you think. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and press like and comment below. Maybe share your favourite decluttering tip. I'd love to know how you're getting on. And let me know which strategy you're going to try to carve some time for decluttering. Tip number 3 is to declutter while you're multitasking. An often overlooked idea is that you need to only do that thing in that time. But actually, in your mindset, if you know that you're doing something else with that time as well, it can be more motivating. If you know that you get to enjoy your favourite podcast as you're decluttering, it just means that you're then completing 2 things at the same time. It feels like you're accomplishing more, and you actually are getting the benefit of 2 things happening. You're getting the insight from the podcast and you're doing some decluttering, which can sometimes feel boring or not interesting to do. So you could be decluttering paperwork whilst you're listening to the TV. You could be going through clothing whilst you're listening to a podcast. You could be having a look at organising your digital files while you're waiting for a meeting to happen. You could go through a shelf whilst you're cooking dinner. Go through a food cabinet shelf at the same time as monitoring the food. Like, that is doable, that is achievable, and it's not going to be too onerous. You're just checking through, making sure it's okay and putting things in the right order. And if you're hanging around or waiting for something, that's a great opportunity to unsubscribe or delete emails and just unfollow and take away some of those pressures or those temptations to buy more things. Tip number 4 is to get family involved. Make decluttering a family affair. Everybody needs to have a role, everybody needs to get involved. Make it a normal thing to do on a regular basis that you go through and you sort out. You can explain the reasoning behind it, either outgrowing toys or clothes, or that you just maybe have too much, and explain that it will be really beneficial to donate them because somebody else will get that benefit for the items that we no longer need. There will always be something that somebody else is looking for, and that might help with the explaining of why we are letting go of things. And you could assign specific tasks to specific people. It's probably generally better for adults to do clothing because it's just about checking sizes, and it's easier to do that as an adult than it is for children. But children can definitely look through toys, and I would highly recommend that they look at choosing their favourites first, so stuff that they're wanting to keep, and then with the stuff that's left, that is something that then you can have more of a conversation around and just be suggested that those are items that we could let go of. And then they might be more willing because they know that they've kept the things that were important to them. And work together to declutter the home. It should be a joint effort. Everybody lives there. Everybody should be involved in the space and how it feels and how it looks. So it should be a team effort. Tip number 5 is to reward yourself. Set small goals and reward yourself when you achieve them. This step can often be missed out, misunderstood, underestimated. It's a really powerful way to stay motivated. Set those little goals, work towards them. When you achieve them, celebrate it. You could reward yourself with some self-care time. It could be reading a book, having a bath, or you could treat yourself to something that you've been wanting to get. But obviously, the idea is that you have decluttered things enough to make space for that new thing that you really want. So it might be a motivator for you. If you know you want a new book, then actually first you have to declutter 10 to make some space. Positive reinforcements will just really help you to stay motivated. Remember, decluttering is a journey, not a race. Try not to get overwhelmed. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate your progress. With a little bit of effort on a regular basis, you should be able to get that clutter-free home that you're looking for. What are your favourite decluttering tips? Let me know in the comments below. Share your favourites and help each other out so that we can get decluttering together. Don't forget to like, comment and share if you've enjoyed this video. It really does help it to be seen by others that may find it helpful. I should be back for more videos on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend years soon. Take care. Bye.